Hello, it's Lucy from MG Caravans here, and today we're going to be doing a handover video for the Challenger and Eccles models. So we're going to start in the front locker. So in the front locker you've got a space for 2 gas bottles and you've got a bulkhead regulator. We do fit a propane gas towel as standard, which has just got a spanner fixing to your bottle, and then when you want to use the gas it's on and off at the top of the bottle. Make sure it's off when you're in transit. You've got space either side for storage. The gas locker itself has one locking mechanism, but it does lock in 3 places to keep it nice and secure. So what you do is push the door shut, turn the handle round on itself, slot it into the position there, and then you can lock it with the key, and then you won't be able to pull it forwards once it's locked. We'll move round to the off side. So on the off side you've got the flue for your heating, so you don't need to do anything with that, just make sure there's nothing in front of it. You've got the water inlet there, so you have a inlet pipe that plugs straight into there and then drops straight into your water barrel. It's got an onboard pump, so all that is a filler pipe. Next is the battery box. You've got a space for your battery there, 2 battery terminals, your mains inlet, and then also behind you'll see you've got a little external satellite point, so that's wired to the satellite points that are inside. So if you've got a satellite on a tripod or plug-in Sky on site, you can plug straight in there. We'll move along towards the rear of the van. On this side you'll see that we've got the toilet. So the top part is the fill up for the flush tank. So this is where you put in your pink fluid and fresh water, and you just fill it up until you can see the level there. Below you've actually got the cassette itself. Above the cassette you'll see there's a little tube, so you can flick this down. You can flick this pipe down and release the bung, and that will drain the flush tank. So in the winter when you want to drain that down, just pull that bung out and that will drain the tank. The toilet does have a light on it that will tell you when the cassette is full. So when it's full, just make sure the slider's closed inside, lift up this handle and pull out your cassette. There is a cap that goes on the end of this tube. To dispose the waste, you pull that tube out, pop it down the disposal point, and then you want to put your blue chemical back in there. We also recommend clearing it out every now and then with just some fresh water, giving it a slosh around to make sure there's nothing clogged around the sensors. Below the toilet you'll see there's 2 outlets there, so therefore the sink and shower waste, so one's from the kitchen, one's from the washroom, and then you just have your 2 connections with a Y piece, either into the drain or into your waste master. We'll go round to the back of the caravan. So you've got 2 leaf fixing rails there, so if you wanted to put on a bike rack, they're there to do that. Round to the near side, you've got fridge vents, door into the caravan, and then you've also got a mains point, barbecue point and locker that goes underneath that front seat. So the position of those might vary depending on what model that you've got. I'm going to step in the caravan now. I'm going to start at the front, and this is the same for all models. On the off side, underneath the front seat, you'll have your PSU, and then also the boiler in the corner, and then your pump, surge damper, drain tap, back of your battery box. So we've got the onboard pump here, surge damper and the drain tap. So the drain tap is in the open position at the moment, so the caravan is fully drained. When you want to use the water, you pop it in that position and that will hold all of the water into the system. And then when you're done and you want to drain it, flick that up again and then open the taps in the kitchen, washroom, shower. So once that's down, you can start turning on the pump and bleeding the water through. So we'll switch on the electrics. So we've got here the main system shutdown switch. So when it's in this position, in the off position, everything in the caravan is off. The only things that will work is the solar panel will still charge the battery and the alarm will still work. So we'll pop that on. Next, you've got the isolators for the charger and heating and hot water. So they're just 2 push buttons. They'll light up when they're on, so they're on electric. You've got reverse polarity, which is just a light to let you know if there's a fault with a wire or you've got reverse polarity. Below, you've got your fuses, and you've also got your RCDs. So you've got a test button just to make sure you've got mains coming in there. On the side of this, you've got the charger unit. So once that's on there, you can start turning things on. To power up the control panel, press this button here and you'll see these icons light up. We'll start at the top. So we've got internal caravan temperature, external caravan temperature, humidity, date, time, we've got solar power, we've got leisure battery, and it's fully charged. So these buttons at the bottom, they're all your controls. So we've got pump. So to turn the pump on, you press that, you'll hear the pump running now. Got awning light, so that's on and off. We've got lighting. So press them on, they're on 2 circuits. You'll see all the lights come on. Once they're on the control panel, they're all individually switched. You can dim them on the circuits as well. We've got power, so you can see the voltage of your leisure battery, the solar power coming in, and then when you connect it to the vehicle battery level. You can press this button here for further settings, so you can set a limit on the AC, and you can see the AC current. So back to the start, we've got heating, so you can control the heating from this panel here, or you can also control it from the heating panel, which I'll show you. We've got settings, so you can set time and date, and then also pair to your phone on Bluetooth. And we've got the radio on here, so you've got off, FM, DAB, and then also auxiliary. For the auxiliary, in this cupboard here to the right of the control panel, you'll have one of these radio modules, so you can plug an auxiliary in the side of there. Right, and then you will also have a fridge button on there to control the fridge from the panel, or you can just control it from the fridge panel itself. The heating control panel, you'd switch it on and you want to let it load. Once it's loaded, you'll see the home screen tells you the internal temperature, and then we've got mains plugged in there. Press menu, you select your temperature at the top, so just select whatever temperature you want the heating to be, say 21, and it will maintain that heat. So at the moment it's hot, so we don't really want the heating on, but when you do, you just want to scroll up till you get to, say you want it at 20, pop it on there. You can turn it down at night, or you can set a night and day setting. And then the next one, we've got water heating, so you can have it off, on eco or high. And then this one is to select electric, so if you want to use electric, you can use 1 kilowatt, 2 kilowatt or 3 kilowatt, so that's depending on how many appliances you've got running and the ampage of the site, things like that. You can mix electric with gas to get it hot really quickly, or you can have gas on its own, so turn the electric off and press the button for the gas. That is gas on its own. I'll just turn that off. This button here is the settings button, so that's where you can set night mode, day mode, and then you can prioritise gas, panel settings, and everything like that. We'll move around to the fridge. So the fridge control panel is at the top. We'll just switch it off. So you've got the power button on the left. That's off, so we'll power it up. You want to let it load, so it's gone automatically onto electric. To flick between mains electric, gas, 12 volt, you can press this mode button. You've got an automatic function, so that will choose mains electric when you're connected to the mains. It will flick automatically onto the car when you're connected to the car, and if the mains goes off for any reason, it will go on gas. So you've got car battery, gas, or mains. You can adjust the temperature, so minimum is warmest, maximum is coldest. You can adjust it using this button here. So if you find maximum's too cold, you can turn it down. Inside the fridge, you've got your freezer box here. You can remove that. There are some clips underneath for a bit more fridge space. Above the fridge, this might be in a different area in different models, but you've got the TV aerial. It's a directional aerial, so when you want to use it, you undo this nut, push the aerial up, and then using the toggle at the bottom, you can change the direction of the aerial to get a better signal. When you're travelling, you want it in down position, and then tighten the nut back up. There is a little sticker there to tell you what position to have it in when you're travelling. And you've got your amplifier there, so it's set to maximum and it's switched on. There is a switch at the top if you do want to turn it off. Most people just leave it on and on maximum. Next to the control panel, you've got smoke alarm, and then you've got the carbon monoxide alarm. On all the windows and roof lights, you do have concertina fly screens and blinds, so the blackout blinds pull up from the top. You've got a little clip that secures them together, so you just pull that over, so if you want it like that, and then to release them, you just pull the clip towards you, and then they separate. In the kitchen, you've got your microwave, and then to the right hand of the microwave, we've got the mains plug for it, and you've also got the solar panel regulator for the solar power. So it's just got a light on there to tell you what feed it's on. So you don't need to do anything with that. In the kitchen, you've got your sink, and in the kitchen storage, you'll have a little cover for the sink, and then also a removable draining board. You've got the hob. So with the hob, you want to make sure the hob lid's back all the way, otherwise the hob might cut out or not light if it's not back all the way. Got 1 electric ring and 3 gas, and then you've got your electric ignition on the right there. In the washroom, you've got your cassette toilet. It's got an electric flush at the top, and then also that is where a light will come up when the cassette is full. So to open the slider into the cassette, you've got a little lever underneath, and you just pull that round, and that opens straight into the cassette, so you're able to flush the toilet using the electric flush. So we'll close that back up. You've got your sink, and then you've also got your shower. The shower's got a water-saving Eco Camel shower head, so sometimes you do get water come out of these holes, but that's generally just when it's gaining pressure. I think that is everything on here. This little flashing part down here is the PIR for the alarm. If there is anything I've missed, please let us know. We're always contactable by email or telephone. Thank you.